when you give and somebody hurts you like that, or hurts you in any type of way, resentment and just walls are built up.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate. That's it's just an unfortunate situation. So I just said that I just said that to say that walls are built up. So be careful who you hurt. Be careful who you manipulate or take from, because you don't know what they are going through, and that can just, like Blossom said, switch, flip a switch.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey Ethan, how you doing? Yeah, that switch can definitely flip at any moment if you keep trying them. And that's not I don't even understand it, to be honest. It's very unfortunate. But yes, I totally agree, Sky. Hey Keith, how you doing? Thank you for joining. Hey Ethan. Um, yeah, I used to question myself often, but I don't question myself any longer because I know this is just how God created me. This is how I am. But don't get it twisted. I can go there, but I don't want to flip the switch. And that's a whole nother part of it. Like I can, but I don't want to. That's not my default. Or is it my default? I think it's my default because of how I've been trained and conditioned to be, but it's not who I truly want to be. Like I want to be at peace. I want to be calm. I want to be kind. I want to be nice. I want to be loving. I don't want to be having to snap off and cuss you out and do all the things to get my point across. You know what I'm saying? Or for you to respect me. You should respect me just for me being me. It shouldn't have to be because I demand your respect or I'm forcing you, by force essentially to respect me. It's really an interesting thing, but again, when you're used to being abused essentially um, and misused, it comes across a little different sometimes, right? Um, Thank you for the gift. Oh, you're welcome. And you don't have to, Portia. Yeah, yeah. That's the thing, Mom. That's what I've learned, especially these last few years. Um, my 30s, I really feel like have really been like giving me a little more to like stand in who I am. Like, no, I'm not gonna keep, you know, shaping myself to fit whatever mold you want me to fit. I'm gonna be me. I can't help it that you've been beaten and bruised by the world so that you just hate everybody and you don't love nothing and you know it's always something with you. I don't want to be that way. It takes up so much energy to be negative, like for real, for real. So much more energy. And I ain't got it to give. Scott said, I have been hurt from giving that I have become hurt and hardened, praying to release that. Absolutely, Sky. And I get it. I get it. Thank you for sharing, Theo. I get that. It's hard not to become hardened. And that's what's so confusing to me because I could really be a whole bee out here in these streets. For real, for real. I could be really mean and evil towards people. I really could from the stuff that I have been through and endured. But again, that just goes back to what's at the core of me. My core is not set up that way. And no matter what or how much I endure and be mistreated or whatever or taken advantage of, um, I can't harden myself fully. It may be parts of me that are hardened, maybe parts of me that I still struggle, but it's not to the point that I'm just like F the world. You know what I'm saying? I'm still willing to embrace new people. I'm still have my arms open wide to receive new things and new experiences with people. You know what I'm saying? You think I would have learned my lesson by now, but I just stand in me. I don't know what else to do at this point but be me. DJ Elroy says, CC, you can't be a bee in these streets. You're too wonderful. Cut it out. Thank you. I try not to be. I can be, but I don't want to be. I don't want to be that. I don't want to stand in that. Hey, Queen, how you doing? I don't want to stand in that at all. That's not truly me. So yeah. Oh, such kind words from Juma. I miss him. Yes, mommy, yes. um, Sky Bear, did you have something else to say about that? You said what? Oh, I don't know. I don't want to. You know, I be talking, child. Okay. So another thing is I got cold medicine for you, Dimples, if you're not feeling okay. I'm taking some. Thank you so much. I feel much better today than I did yesterday. I'm just sweating it out at this point. So it is well. It is well. Thank you though, Tony. I appreciate you. So another thing I talked about in this episode is like people making you feel ashamed of being who you are, right? And I really feel like God has called me to be this person. Um, and I don't know how many other people believe in, the word or whatever, but God made us all a particular way. And I'm definitely called to be this person. And I have taken on shame for being this person for far too long that I refuse to continue going forward with being that way. My kindness has been directly attached to my shame because it's like, how dumb can you be? Even with some of the stories that I tell of my past, people be like, now what was you thinking? I'm like, I'm just a kind person. Like, I'm a kind person to a fault. It's like really bad. And I really like am now I'm not gonna allow that to be a shameful thing any longer, right? Um and this is not a whole pumping me up moment. No, this has been really a problem because, unfortunately, because I am so kind, people look at it as a weakness and they think they can get over on me. And so I just be like, no, I'm really. That don't mean I'm dumb. That don't mean you know, yeah, it don't mean a lot of things. It's just that's just who I am. I don't know. But unhealed people have offended me into submission was another note that I took here. I've taken offense to feeling shameful for being a kind-hearted person. But what I really had to realize, like these are unhealed people. These are people that are broken. They have been bruised. They have, allowed the things to harden them. And it's not necessarily about me and who I am being. It's more so about the parts of them that they haven't healed. So that's just something we have to look at. And I don't even know what I was listening to. I listened to so many different things, podcasts, YouTube video, all types of stuff, child. I'm always forever learning. Um, yes, I'm forever learning. And somebody has said it depends on where you meet somebody at in their life at what particular time. Hey, fat boy on a sucker free diet, how you feeling, love? It depends on where you meet them at a specific time in their life. Did you meet me when I just had given birth and I was postpartum? Did you meet me when I was young and thought I was in love and that was my first heartbreak? Thank you, Yo Yo, for the follow. Thank you for joining. Did you meet me when I first got married and I was all filled with excitement and joy and it was a new beginning in my life? Did you meet me when I was going through my divorce? When I felt defeated, like I failed? Like, depending on when you meet someone in their life is determining on the type of person that you may receive or be introduced to. So you can't hold me to, oh, I know the Portia from this period of time, or I met you when this. Yeah, you met that Portia, but this Portia today is different than that Portia was, right? You have to meet people where they are. And I don't think that and at the time you probably met me initially, I was unhealed. And I tell people that I've met off of here, the last few years, y'all meeting a whole nother Portia, because the Portia before that, like it was parts of this Portia like shining through, but that Portia before this was definitely much more broken, definitely much more insecure, definitely much more short fuse and quick to go there. Like I'm only where I'm at today because I've been putting in that work. and I've taken the time to get to where I am today. But I'm still not where I need to be. Okay. And that's a whole nother thing. So hey Justin, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you. Walk in your purpose, Blossom said. Mama said, and Juma, sometimes in 2024, not sure. Oh, y'all talking about meeting up. Yes, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Yes. Hey, Fela, good evening. How you feeling, love? But can y'all relate to that? Like who you may have been, a few years ago because of a situation, because of a circumstance in life, you're not that same person today. And so you can't allow people to hold you in a place of something because of what you've been through or what you have experienced or what was your reaction to it or whatever. Like, we have to give each other grace and meet people where they are. Well, wherever you are right now, it's a wonderful place. Thank you so much, DJ Elroy. Thank you. Yes, Sky Bear.
Sometimes us holding ourselves captive to our past as well. So I'm originally from New York. I don't visit New York often because it's a reminder of me of who I used to be. The people in New York will probably see me and be proud of me of where I am right now. But because I hold on to that, it's like maybe it's not the other people, maybe it's me, holding me to my past.
Yeah.
I just want to drop that.
Yeah. Justin said, P is a whole vibe. I'm glad I have been able to watch her grow. Thank you so much, Justin. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's definitely us holding ourselves to our past and different things that we've done and endured or whatever. Child, I look back on my past often. Shut up, Sky. I look back on my past often and be like, Jesus, thank you for taking the wheel, okay? Because your girl was out here bad. But I thank God for where I'm at today. And even though, it's not all sunshine and rainbows today, right? I've been good. I've been good. I'm a little under the weather, getting over a cold. But other than that, I am well. Thank you so much for asking. I hope all is well with you. But yeah, it's definitely been a journey. It's been a journey. But now I'm finally I'm glad that I'm able to stand in I don't care if you don't like that I'm such a kind person. Like, this is me and this is who I'm gonna be, period. You don't like it, oh well. Oh well. That sounds like a you problem. You just need to heal. And once you heal, then you'll come back around. Or not. That's fine too. So one of the tools, where you see Leah at? Thank you. Where you see Leah? Why you say yeah, Leah? Are you saying I look like Leah? What's happening? Thank you, DJ Elroy. Oh, me. Theo said, we are always changing. Everything we go through defines who we become, for the positive or negative. That part, Theo. Come on with the word. That's what I'm talking about. For real. So also another thing that I had shared during this episode was my baby, my oldest, she's 7 in the 2nd grade. And I was talking about how the schools now are doing such a good job with kids' emotional health. Y'all know when we was in school, they were not caring about our emotional health like that. Our emotional and mental well-being and health. Okay, Sky Bear, thank you so much. They were not caring about none of that. You here to learn and get through this stuff, and that was that. But now they have social workers in the schools. They are doing so much more with the kids' mental well-being and their emotional well-being. So one thing that the kids were doing this school year at my baby's new school, we had emotional health when we were kids. No, Theo, that's what I'm saying. When we was in school, I didn't when I was in school, so I know you definitely didn't in school. We did not have it's all a part of your journey. Absolutely, Blossom. we didn't have them taking out time to like really focus on our emotional and mental well-being like that. It was just like really hyper focused on, you know, the fundamentals of the math, science, reading, stuff like that, you know. But now they actually have like different things that cater to kids' mental well-being and like really trying to cut down on the whole bullying aspect and all that type of stuff. Um, but it's really like teaching the kids like self-love and, you know, different things like that. Whatever. So we had less than the children do today, for sure. For sure. Way, way less. Okay. It wasn't many interventions for us. I don't believe so. But anyway, my baby school had this thing called the Positivity Project. And it's speaking towards their emotional health and awareness towards people in themselves, right? So they got like different character strengths every month or so. They change them out, interchange them, like integrity, bravery, kindness, different things like that. And I just thought that was so dope because these are the fundamental times in their life. Hey, Gerald, how you doing? Thank you so much for joining. Appreciate the follow. Welcome in. This is Life Be Life and Podcast. I know they were like, do your homework and don't talk to me. Exactly. Exactly, Theo. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for coming in. This is the Life Be Life and Podcast where your host is Portia O. And I come on this live every Monday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time to do a recap of a previous recorded episode of the podcast. Today we are recapping episode number 4 of season 2 of Life Be Life and Podcast, which was titled I Am Far From Weak. And this episode is basically talking about people taking your kindness for a weakness. And let's talk about it. You can come in the box, give me a story. Hey, James, how you doing? Didn't even check the homework. Exactly, Blossom. So yeah, this whole the positivity project was so amazing and so dope. Um, and it really is helping the kids, like, you know, be better about themselves and how they are towards other people. These are the fundamentals. Yes, you should be training them and teaching them at home, but also why wouldn't they teach this at school? The emotional health of it all. And even with my youngest baby, I homeschool her for preschool, and the website that I use has, you know, lesson plans and different things like that. And they have a whole section for emotional health, just like they got a whole section for math or category for math, science, reading. They have one for emotional health. Like, this is really big. And this generation of kids is going to be raised to really love themselves differently than we did. They're going to be much more mentally prepared for certain things than we were, I feel. Because a lot of our training came from how we were conditioned in our homes, right? And if your parents was always stressed out, overworked, you know, all the stuff, short tempered, we took all of that in. Kids are nothing but sponges, right? They take it all in. So when you don't have no other outlet, and some kids' situations were worse off than others, and they come to school and mistreat people how they be mistreated at home. And it's just a repeated cycle. It's a repeated cycle, but they are doing everything possible now to like help themselves get through this a little differently, right? Which I think is going to cut back on the whole bullying aspect in school. I think it's going to cut back on the whole feeling isolated and ashamed and all that type of stuff. So, like, some of the words or the character strengths that they had, one was integrity, and they give the definitions to each one. Integrity means you are honest and speak the truth. You present yourself genuinely and sincerely. And my baby will be coming home telling me all this stuff. And like, I wrote this word to describe myself. And I wrote this word to describe myself. And it's just like such an amazing thing. I love it. Their definition for kindness was you are generous to others and you are never too busy to help out. You enjoy doing good deeds for other people. And my baby was like, Mommy, I'm kind. And I'm like, yes, you are. You are very kind. She's always here to boost somebody up, give them positive vibes and energy and different things like that. But I feel like, you know, if I would have had these fundamentals at that age, I could have looked at things a little differently, right? I think we all could have, right? But I love that they're instilling this into the kids now, in addition to what the parents are giving them at home, right? It's just a beautiful thing. It's really a beautiful thing. Um, and we need more kindness in this world. We got enough bad, troubled, misunderstood um, things going on. We don't need to all be um, out here just giving off all this bad energy. That's easily the devil's playground, and we're not trying to be about that, okay? At all, at all. So, if you don't want to have shame attached to your name and all that type of stuff, just be who you are. Be who you are authentically and fully, at all times. Thank you so much, Sky Bear. Appreciate you. Does anybody else have a story they would like to share about their kindness being taken for a weakness? I think in this episode, I talked about a past situationship because we were never in a relationship. Anyway, I talked about a past situationship with this guy that I had dealt with, and essentially in the midst of our situationship, he ended up being homeless. He was living with his siblings. They got put out and he didn't have nowhere to go. He was already spending time at my crib. I had an extra room. I was like, you can stay here, and it makes sense for him to be living in his car. So I allowed him to stay at my place. And unfortunately, but fortunately, oh, not the zero. Mommy's so funny. I have so many just to say. Mommy calling this man a zero. That's so funny. But anyway, I allowed him to stay with me because I didn't want him to be, sleeping in his car or whatever. And he took advantage of my kindness, and he was taking advantage of my kindness throughout the whole situationship. Okay. Until the very end, when I kind of like got fed up with him, and I realized, like, after almost 2 years of dealing with this person, that he really never was going to give me a relationship. He was never really going to, excuse me, see me the way that I wanted him to see me. He only saw me as an opportunity, essentially, for where he was at that time in his life. And so, yeah, he took my kindness for a weakness. I can't stand you. Thank you, Theo. Thank you, Mom. Sky, you are so annoying. Thank you, Justin. She's talking about I'm annoying. You're the one that's annoying. Anyway, so yeah, eventually I got fed up with the situation. But even still, my kindness wouldn't allow me to just put the man out on the street, child. But when I started dating my future husband at that time, and I told him like what was going on. Once we started to date a little more, I was like, this guy's living with me. He in a bad situation. I don't really want to put him out because of that, or whatever. Thank you, Blossom. Hey DP, how you doing, love? And my soon to be husband at that time was like, oh, so this is the last thing. I don't even think I told this on the episode. So the guy had lent me some money, right? I had borrowed some money from him to pay a bill. And I was like, in my mind, I wasn't gonna give him the damn money back because you've been living off of me rent free. You ain't paying no light bill. You ain't even contribute to no food in this house, but you living with me, right? Because I was like, I'm gonna tell him I'm borrowing the money, but I'm gonna take it. I ain't gonna give it back. So I didn't. But when I told my future husband at the time, he wants me to pay him this money back or whatever, and I don't want to pay him this money back. So whatever. My future husband was like, how much is it? I told him, And the next day I saw him, he gave me the money and told me to give that man his money and tell him to pack up his stuff and get out your house tonight. He didn't care if he had nowhere else to go. He was essentially right. Like, that's not my concern. That's not my job to make sure a grown man got someplace to live, especially when he's not being a grown man and helping you in the midst of this, right? And so yeah, I kicked him out. I gave him the money and I kicked him out, and he went on about his business. And that's when he was apologetic and was telling me all the things. It was like, you was really a good woman and blah 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 blah. Whatever, boy. But yeah, he went on about his business and he got himself together, right? And me thinking that I was not being kind by kicking him out when I felt terrible in the situation. But that was my home and my place of peace. You know what I'm saying? So whatever. That situation ended. But yeah, I spent almost 2 years in that scenario, and because of my kindness. And now he's out here copying me. Exactly, mommy. That's a whole nother thing. We didn't got to talk about that, but you know, what they say, what they say, something is a form of flattery. When somebody copies you, I can't think of the thing, girl. Child, listen, it's a form of flattery because I know you watching my stuff, boo. Oh, imitation. Thank you, Tam. Thank you. Imitation is a form of flattery. Yeah, he did a whole video talking about speak life, do speak life. I was like, and I know I did not coin the phrase speak life. I'm very clear on that. But it was just the presentation of the whole video and how he did it. I was just like, you've been speaking life. Nigga, please. Anyway, but yeah, people change. I should have held them to the past, huh? I just said that. Anyway, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. Yes. Okay. What Theo say? We took in the family that my wife grew up with, Lady and her kids, teenagers. Yeah, boy. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely send you the link, Tam. I was like, let me know about you watching my stuff, and now you trying to be on some boy. Bye. Anyway, it's cool. It's cool. I'm glad that you found the Lord. I don't know. Anyway, but I needed to experience that and go through that experience in order to learn something more about myself, right? And I'm grateful that I did go through that because I wouldn't be able to pinpoint, you know, how I allow myself to be in a certain situation just because I am so kind and so nice to a fault. But it is well. It is well. It is well. Tam said there are watchers and stalkers that did you wrong all the time. That part, they definitely watching and stalking. But it's cool. It's cool because that's even more of the flex because what you meant for evil, God turned out for my good. So you can all that you did to me, all the things, how you thought you misused me and abused me and all that type of stuff means nothing because God has and always will have my back. Period. Because I know I came from a genuine place. I know my heart was in the right place. And you're going to reap what you sow. And vengeance is the Lord's, not mine. So I ain't got to do nothing. Even with my current situation, I have people from, I don't even want to say their names, but I have people that I thought, you know, really cared about me and my children and really, you know, was genuine in their exchange of love and care towards me. And then soon as life changed, we haven't heard from them since. And I've been wanting to go from 0 to 100 on a. I've been wanting to snap out because clearly y'all taking my kindness for a weakness, but it's not my place. God gonna fight that battle for me. He is fighting that battle for me. I don't need to defend myself. I don't need to explain myself. I don't need to do none of the things. So It is what it is. Keep watching. Keep getting my watch hours up. I appreciate you. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Keep putting your mouth on me. That didn't sound right. That's so churchy, but also it sounds super sexual. But it wasn't meant that way. Keep putting your mouth on me, as in keep speaking against me. Keep speaking against me. Keep wanting and wishing negative, because it's all gonna come back on you. Okay? Don't give them the satisfaction. Exactly. Copper say, I didn't mean it like that. God. Y'all know y'all heard that in church before. Wait a minute. Y'all is funny. I didn't mean it like that, y'all. I quickly explained. Mommy said, trust me, they are watching, because when I see certain people, they be singing a song telling me about it. Exactly, Mommy. Things like that make you stronger. Absolutely, DP. I don't mind helping people out because I've been there, but I need to see that part, Theo. I learned not to tell my family you have money. They'll make plans for your money. For sure, Blossom. The mouth. The mouth? Who put their mouth on CC? Lord, y'all so bad. I've already cleaned it up. Y'all are terrible. But yeah, so it is what it is. I don't wish anybody ill at all. I just, pray for people. And God already told me that He's gonna use my enemies as my footstool. So I just wait to step on you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got much more for you. It is what it is. I'm gonna continue being me. I'm giving the church the finger, the church finger. I'm gonna keep doing what I've been doing and living my life the way that God has planned for me to live it. And it is what it is. Okay. So there's that. There's that. Speak the truth. Hey Antonio, Mr. K Town, how you feeling? Yes. Chopper City said that's why I'm still single, because I don't have time for games or anything. Listen, I feel you. I ain't in no rush. I'm trying to do what's best for Portia. Period. So yeah, that's the whole thing. But I'm gonna continue to be kind hearted and gentle and sweet. And whoever is for me will be for me. And whoever's not for me will not be for me. And it's just that simple. It's just that simple. You being kind and nice will heap coals on their head. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, I know I'm coming from a genuine place. I don't have anything to prove to you. None of us have to prove anything to anybody. You just live your life. You just live your life the way that you've been living your life. Period. Joe must say and innocent and wholesome and wonderful, Lord Jesus. Thank you, Joe. So yeah, that was that episode. It's a really good one. Go check it out. That's episode 4, season 2 of Life Be Life and Podcast. I'm on all podcast streaming platforms. The visual is on YouTube. Please go check me out. Episode 6 is dropping tonight, like right after this, like in less than 15 minutes on YouTube. The visual, episode 6, which is titled Breathe and Reevaluate, which is me basically explaining a new skill that I have implemented in my life to process through certain situations and certain things, right? It's okay to be single. I have been single for over 2 years. My kids are my other half, really. Oh, Lord. Oh, Chopper City, I feel you, because my kids are definitely mine. I don't want them to be. I ain't going to hold you. They may be, but I don't want them to be. Also, really quickly before we get out of here, not cherubim, before we get out of here, to go watch live episode number 6 on YouTube. Y'all gonna come follow me over there on YouTube to watch episode 6 live and see what I'm talking about. Before we go over there, I did just release my second planner for the year of 2024. This is it. This is the cover. Oh shoot! Can I get out the frame? That's the cover of my planner. It is in my link tree currently. So I have both of my planners. It's just two different colors. It's a lighter tan version and then this brown version of the planners. The good thing about my planners, they're not filled in, right? You fill it in at your will. So you can start it at any point that you want to. I just put the calendar for the current year in there. So both of the planners have the current upcoming year 2024 in there. But you can fill it in. If you started in February, start in February. Like, it's up to you. It has my Speak Life affirmations in there. I also have different prompts every week to help you throughout the week to recognize something about yourself. Like, what made you happy this week, or what was something that you saw that you admired in somebody else, or whatever. Like, it's different prompts in there. You can go check it out. It is available on YouTube. Also, that link is in my bio. Please check it out. I appreciate you. Hey, Justin.
Absolutely. We like another white beater, like another t-shirt. What's going on with that?
It's a dress. I had it on this morning.
Did you take pictures of the dress?
Really? I did not. Do you need to see the pictures of my little shingle dress? It's not a slip. Y'all are so annoying.
You know we had to come for you. You know we had to come for you before the end of the live.
Y'all petty. Y'all petty. Tam wear hoodies all the time, and I wear flips all the time. We about to come up with merch for both of them.
Oh, see the cakes. No, I don't need to see them. I know how the cakes is. That's too much for me right now. Turn me into another heart attack showing them cakes.
I cannot. It's so stupid. I said in my mind, where's Absolute? Exactly. Y'all so petty. Wait, what did I do to get in this? I said your hoodies, Sam. They always come up for my dresses and my canvasaws. And tomorrow I got on the slip. Jesus. Scott said, not right now. A fool. Anyways, thank you, Justin. Oh my goodness. Y'all are funny. What? My computer is acting up. And my daughter is over here dancing. Thank you, Justin. I don't know what time it is. Right here in a song. So please go check out episode number 4, talking about I'm far from weak. I'm sure I said a whole bunch of more stuff. Another quick tidbit about me. I don't be watching my episodes. Once I record them, I just record them. I submit them to my editor. She edits them. She tells me they're available, and I upload them to YouTube. I don't watch them before I upload them. None of the things. I watch them live when y'all watch them live. And so I don't be remembering most of the things that I say. Like last week's episode that we dropped, episode number 5. I was very vulnerable, and watching that episode live with y'all, I felt very naked. Like, I felt very exposed. I was very transparent about how I feel about some things in myself, about some decisions I've made in my past. It don't always be pretty. Well, have a good one. Just came on the line to say hi. Thank you so much, Chopper City. Appreciate you, love. Is it 4 or 6? 406 what, mommy? Time to move over. Move over for what? Let's get in her business, y'all. Exactly. Is it time? Oh, shoot. It's time. All right. Y'all, I'll see y'all on YT right now. Okay. See y'all. Bye. 7 p.m. Period. Episode 6 is dropping right now. It's 7 o'clock. See y'all on YouTube. Bye-bye. Thank y'all for joining. I can't see.
They're just coming back. Oh. Ooh, flowers. That's beautiful.